everybody. Today we are making a blueberry coffee cake. As you know, we're into blueberry season here in New Jersey. We finally got our blueberry crop. Hopefully everything will be okay now. In fact, we're going to be going into summertime weather this week. I'm so happy we're going to have nice warm weather. So what I want to do now is add in 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. It needs to be sifted. Okay, here we go, another 1/2 cup. We had some kind of glitch yesterday. We don't know what happened. I made a beautiful lemon cake, and it didn't go through. The cake was totally destroyed, so let's hopefully everything goes better today. It was one of those days. Monday morning is always a hard day for all of us. I'm now adding in 3/4 cup of sugar. There we go. I'm now adding in 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Sometimes things happen, power goes out, anything can cause a glitch. We never know. All right. Okay, what am I saying? It's 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. I got it. Even my mind goes, see? Okay. Okay, just want to make sure we have the right about the right teaspoon so we can add the baking powder in, or it'll come out lousy. Okay, here we go. Move this over here. We're going to grab the whisk. We're going to whisk this together so we don't lose anything. Okay, now what I want to do now is I want to add in 1/2 cup of milk, whole milk. I prefer whole milk when I bake. It comes out a lot better. 1 fresh farm egg. Oh, I forgot to add something very, very important. I forgot to add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, often when you bake, it's very important to add salt in. It gives it a very good taste. And also, I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted. I'm also adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract gives it a very good taste when you make any kind of cake. Now, often when you make, like plain chocolate vanilla cake, you use oil. But in this case, you need to use butter. It goes great in when you make a good coffee cake. And this is going to be a blueberry one. All right, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix all these batter together before we add in the blueberries. I'm just adding in about 1/4 cup. Because as you can see, the batter will be very dry. It smells so good from the vanilla being added in. Okay, get all this stuff off the bowl here. Hope we don't have another glitch today. It could be the weather, it could be anything. Well, if it happens, you know what? You just redo the whole thing. We're going to redo the whole lemon cake all over again. We'll get it done sometime this week. There goes the oven. Now I'm going to add in the blueberries. I would say just about 1/4 cup. You don't want to overdo the blueberries. Do it very slowly when you mix, because often blueberries can break. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it into the cake pan before we put the topping on. There we go. I love this time of the year, everybody, because this is the time of the year we're starting to get our blueberries, we're starting to get our strawberries. And it's really wonderful. Now we're going into summer season. It's going up to 90 tomorrow. That's going to be really nice. It's going to be hot. Ooh. What we're going to do is we're going to spread this out. In this particular case, the pan needs to be buttered. Use unsalted butter to grease the pan. Okay, a little bit more before we go to the topping, which is going to take 1 second, and then we're going to put it into the oven. Look how beautiful this is coming out, see? It's amazing what you can do with blueberries. You can do it with a lot of things with blueberries. You can make blueberry jam. Okay, and what I want to do now is I want to add in, for the topping, 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I want to add in 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This is going to be our topping, which is going to go on top of the cake. Very similar to what we made a few months ago, everyday coffee cake, but it's a little bit different. Okay, we got to get that little devil out. Come on now. One time, a long time ago, I don't mean to be funny, but it wasn't so funny. I accidentally added chili powder. Would you believe that one? Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible. Okay. Okay, this is going to go on top of the coffee cake. This is my topping. There we go. Okay. Next month, or the next month after Camellia nuts, I think the peaches are coming out. Okay, this is going in the oven. This is going to cook for about 15-20 minutes until it's golden brown. And here we have homemade blueberry coffee cake, which goes great with milk. People, this is an old-fashioned milk jug. I've had this for many, many years. They don't really make this anymore, but I love collecting stuff like this. This is how we used to get our milk all the time back in the good old days. I'm going to keep this guy for the rest of my life. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the cake. And here we have wonderful homemade blueberry coffee cake. And look how beautiful that is inside. It's very frail, it's very delicate, but so wonderful. You can serve it, like I said, with nice cold, ice cold milk. You ladies can have it when you have a get together, have coffee and, you know, cake. Goes great with coffee and cake. From Deborah Ray's Home Country Kitchen, have a great day and please subscribe to my show.